Perriam is a lifestyle merino fashion brand. We're located in Wanaka, beautiful Wanaka, but we've actually just moved to Terrace, which is 30 minutes from Wanaka. We make clothing for women, children and babies. And we use predominantly merino wool because I grew up on a merino sheep station called Bendigo Station here in Central Otago. So it's always been part of my heritage. And so I created this brand Perriam. The Perriam brand's been in existence for about 10 years now. Before that, I was selling clothing wholesaling around the country under Christina Perriam brand and a baby's brand as well. So yeah, so we've transitioned into Perriam, and we have 3 physical stores, one in Christchurch, one in Wanaka and one in Terrace, and we have a really good online store as well. So yeah, and we manufacture everything in New Zealand. At this stage, it's becoming really, really hard to do that, but we make everything in New Zealand and we're really proud of that. And yeah, that's kind of basically what the brand is about. We've got 3 physical stores and a really, thriving online store. But I got to this point where I felt really isolated as an entrepreneur, and things are growing quite quickly, and I just didn't have the sounding board I needed and the advice that I needed. I was always looking for advice and never really not sure who to ask. I mean, we had good systems in place, but there was no clear strategy for how to grow the business. And I think I was definitely at that stage where I really felt like I needed help in a strategy to take it from where it was to where it could go. And so when Laura contacted me, I really felt it was like such good timing for me as the owner of this business to join the Master Move. So it was just perfect timing, and it's just worked out really well. Definitely like the sense of community. So being in a group of like-minded people, what is really great, something that I've personally been thriving in. Also just having the amazing feedback from those people and from Laura. It just makes you feel a lot more, not so alone in your business, because we've got this lovely relationship with all the other businesses. We feel like it's almost like a little family, and you can reach out to anyone at any time, and it's really nice to have that connection. So I think definitely community and connection was a really big thing. I guess the other biggest thing is how we are accountable every 3 months. We show up at these group meetings, and you present where you are in the business and what's going on. So checking in every 3 months with your business, or even more regularly with the scrums that we have as a group, has been a real game changer, because it makes you really look at things and what's going right and what's going wrong. And I think it's very easy to become very unconscious as a business owner, because you're working so in the business all the time that you're never stepping out and looking back. And so by doing Laura's course, you're always stepping out and looking back in and saying, yeah, this isn't working, this is working. And so obviously your business grows and thrives a lot quicker than it would without doing the Master Moves course. So I just feel it's community, and it's also having that accountability and checking in regularly with your business. I think that's the biggest things I've personally got from the program. A lot of changes. When I first rejoined Laura, I sort of went in with everything's going great. This is happening, and then people were asking questions, and I was like, oh, actually it's not that great. We need to actually do some big changes in the business. There's a lot of things around New Zealand made, and just the strategy, so there was no clear strategy, and I think that's just been a really big thing that sort of helped the most with me in this business. I honestly think I'd just still be muddling along with no clear strategy. I would still feel quite alone, I think. I definitely wouldn't be looking at, I would still be doing things the same way. And I think Laura's course has taught me to look at things differently, and it also has taught me to double down on my weaknesses. I think we all run away from things that we find a bit daunting and a bit hard, but by doubling down on your weaknesses, it really helps grow your business. So I think that's been amazing. Again, one of the biggest probably things that I've got out of the course is actually having Callum coming and listening to all my strategies and ideas for the company. I think, you know, when you're working together, you're just so busy doing in your business, so you never really get time to clearly articulate where you want to take the business. So I think that's been a real game changer for us, and he's, you know, it's really opened his eyes as to how we could do things differently and how we should do things differently. And yeah, so it's been amazing having him on board too. It's really changed the way that we do business by doing this program. So if someone's thinking about doing Laura's Master Move, it's honestly do it, because it will really change the way you think about your business, and it will really help you grow your business. It'll teach you a lot about yourself too, and things that are drivers for yourself. And like, if you want to get on top of your stress or things like that, you know, you can talk about it, and Laura and the group will help you resolve all those issues. So for me, it's a no-brainer that, you know, that you do Laura's course, because it's just been so such a great thing for us to do as a business, and honestly couldn't recommend it more. It's a good time, and honestly you make lifelong friends from it as well, that you wouldn't have met otherwise, and you learn about some really interesting businesses. And I think all those things, I mean, it's so valuable, it's so worthwhile, so I definitely recommend doing it.